7484.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
You know, there are some segments that you just like. I love the segment with Robert Colen. I don't know why. I think we bonded. We got a male thing going on. What do they call that? A bromance?
A bromance.
It's a bromance, Robert. Robert Colen is here from On Top of the World. Oh, that music a little bit. And Robert has a guest with him, Mary Ellen Poe. And I didn't realize Mary Ellen and us competed against each other in the Kiss the Horse thing, right?
Yeah, many years ago.
Oh my gosh, wow. And that is so hard to do. We were just talking about that off the air. Today, Robert is and Mary Ellen are going to be talking about hospice. So, and you guys are doing something amazing for hospice too. I love hospice, by the way.
You do. I know you do.
I hate the fact that people die, but what am I going to do? But right. you know, that's a silly thing to say, isn't it? Everybody hates that. Is there anybody who actually loves that?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know we had? Oh, never mind. It's a philosophical. Yes. Anyway, good morning, Robert. Good morning, Mary Ellen.
Good morning, Robin.
Good to see you. You got such a pleasant face, beautiful smile.
And I see you when I go to the hospice thrift store.
Yes, you do.
I see you. You've got that life-size cutout right there, and I always say hi to you, and you've got the best smile ever.
Well, you know, that was the director of our facilities idea, was a way to engage people who may want to volunteer for hospice. Mm-hmm. Now, he says it's working. I don't know about that.
It's a life-size cutout of you?
Pardon?
It's a life-size?
It is.
Is it the same size as you?
It's a little bit bigger.
A little bigger?
Yes, because I'm kind of short.
I want to get a life-size cutout of us. How did you do that?
Well, there's a company down in, I believe they got it from somewhere in Tampa. And
did you approve the photo before they did it?
I did.
Yeah?
Of course I did, you know.
Can it make me skinnier? Let me see.
They can. They can do, and they can take lines away.
If you look at it from the side, right?
Yeah.
Real skinny from the side.
But you just look so friendly, and it prompts people, because I've heard them ask the ladies behind the counter about hospice.
Yes. Well, that's great.
Yeah, so it's really, you know, I love the hospice thrift stores. I love the ladies that are there working it, and everybody's so nice.
Robert, you know what women can do that we can't do?
There's a lot of things.
They can tell you 10 years after they've purchased a garment how much they spent on it.
Yes.
Exactly.
I don't even remember what I wore yesterday.
I don't either. I'll say to Robin, oh, those are nice boots. Oh, yeah, I've had these 3 years. Oh, I never saw them. Oh, yeah, I wear them all the time. I just didn't notice. Oh, yeah, I got this at the hospice thrift store for 50 cents.
Exactly.
50 cents. How do you remember? Oh, it was 5 years ago.
And then they had 35% off on some Saturdays.
Specials.
Great, I love it.
Well, on a serious note, I mean, you helped me through the passing of my mom and my dad, and I can never thank you enough. I can never repay you enough. That's why I love what Robert is doing with the house.
Yes.
The $100, I mean, that's hardly a drop in the bucket compared to what I really owe you.
You know, that's fine. You know, just your loyalty to our organization is amazing.
Next time I'm going to let you win Kiss the Horse.
Oh. I may not do that again. You never know.
You get a nice statue.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, we got a little version of the big one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the horse head statue that we got?
No.
It's not a bad, what do you call it, a prize? When they give you an award, it's not an award. Trophy.
Trophy,
That's
yes.
right, word trophy.
Yeah. And the recognition that you got that day was pretty significant, because we were out at Frank Hennessy's farm.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, so much work, though. Oh, I'm so glad, Robert. How is this going, this fundraiser?
It's doing good. You know, I think we would want to sell more tickets, and that's why we're here today, making sure we can try to sell more tickets, encourage people to buy buy these raffle tickets to win this 1,746 square foot house inside Indigo East, which is on top of the world. It's a beautiful house. It's finished. I was there last week. It's got an amazing view when you walk through and you look at the backyard. I was like, I can't believe they're giving this house away, because really you're not backing up to anything else. You're backing up to a landscape buffer that's fully developed, and it's beautiful.
Wow. Can I go out and look at it today?
You can. I wouldn't open it up to the public, though.
Do you have models?
We do, and we have the ginger, which is this. We have the ginger model that's available to be looked at as well.
What color is it?
Like I said, I don't remember what I wore yesterday.
But I mean, the word
I have
ginger.
a picture of it on my phone.
When people say ginger, have like with the hair I had when I was a kid. I don't know if I still have it or not, but
You're not redhead, no.
But I used to be. So it's not that color, though.
No, it's not.
The color of a redhead?
Yeah.
Like Ginger from Gilligan's Island?
No, it's not.
Is that where the word ginger got started, by the way, was Gilligan's Island?
No, I think it was probably before then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because nobody with brown hair is called Marianne. No, it's weird.
Yep.
Oh.
So 100, how many tickets have you sold so far, or do you not want to say?
I don't want to say yet. I know we're doing well, but it's not. The maximum they wanted to sell was 35,000. We're not close to that.
Oh, 35,000.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but that's the maximum, and that
Right.
would have been a tremendous gift to.
Yes.
But it's it's going to be significant, and I know it's going to go a long way to helping hospice, Marion County. Like you've said on your show this morning, and what you've said all the time is that every dollar that's raised from this will go directly to hospice of Marion County.
It's amazing, really. That means a lot of people are giving something.
That's right, and especially the contractors who
Yes.
you got everything. You've had Mike Scott Plumbing on here before. You've had the electricians, then Hard Electric, lots of.
That water is from Mike Scott.
That's right. That's right. They're a big supporter to help us in a lot of things.
So can I ask you something, Maria? How much, this is kind of a very hard question to answer, I'm guessing. Maybe there's an answer. How much on average do you think hospice actually has to spend just to do what you do per person?
Oh, that is a really difficult question, because we take care of people with any kind of end-of-life illness. Some have higher acuity, so they need more intervention to make sure that they're kept in a high level of comfort, whereas other people who may not have those symptoms, then they would not be quite as consuming of our services or the products that we have.
Do you have an angel class or something? I am not kidding. Everybody in hospice who worked with my mom and my dad, who sat and talked to me and my brothers and everybody else in my family, it was like we were talking to angels. I mean, you have this comforting way of talking.
Yeah, the staff come to us, and so many of them believe that it's really a calling that they have to be able to help.
It must be, yeah.
Present at a very significant time in people's lives, and it's a natural ability that they have. And I accept all the compliments, but I return it to them because they are an amazing staff here in Marion County.
At the risk of sharing maybe personal beliefs, and I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know what happens after we die.
Yeah.
But I kind of believe that there's an afterlife. Mm-hmm. But when I witness what you guys do, I kind of hope that you have an equivalent on the other side saying,
yes.
come on in. Because you're saying, see you later.
Right.
You're going to have a good time. And then on the other side, here we are.
Yeah. We take those patients up right to whatever. We're present with them. We are present even after with the family members. We have great services.
Do you ever witness things that kind of make you wonder about spirits and things like that?
I do. There are times when I remember one experience that someone told me about. I was not present, but there was an older gentleman in his bed, and all his family circled the bed. And so they were singing hymns.
Yeah.
And at very close to the time of his transition, he looked up and smiled and waved. And
at whatever he was looking at?
At whatever he was looking at.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, that had a huge impact on the family.
If I'm ever dying and I'm with you guys, I'm going to prank you so much.
Probably would.
I'm going to say, oh my gosh, Mom. And you're going to say, oh, is your mother in the room? You don't see her?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, just kidding.
Yeah. We can see you doing that, so I'm going to get him ready.
I'm going to do that. This is me at the end of my life because it's my whole life, so might as well do it then.
And
right.
you do wonderful work with the children. I
Yes.
mean, we know Amy Rath, she goes to my church, and
she's an angel.
her work with the children are absolutely
An
amazing.
angel with a saxophone.
Yeah, she's great. She's
She
great.
Absolutely is. She's has a work in schools. She does amazing work on an appointment-like schedule. But if something's going on at the hospital and we need her, she is there. She's
got one of the
Yes.
hardest aspects. I mean, when you think of hospice, you think about people who've lived a whole life. In her case, she's working with children. Holy
and
mackerel.
sometimes it's not the children who may be passing, but it's their family member, could be a grandparent. And
Oh, I didn't realize
or-
that.
Or a
So,
parent.
it's like grieving kind of therapy or something?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Wow, so how many, the specialties, I don't even know how to ask this question. Are there other, like Amy, does she fit into a certain category of worker? And
Yes, she's a social worker by background with skills in bereavement. She's a licensed social worker and
Yeah.
very, very knowledgeable.
Robert, have you ever heard her play
No.
saxophone? Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
she's fabulous.
She's unbelievable.
Absolutely incredible.
You know, they always show in these pictures angels have harps. God is not going to give her a harp.
Yeah,
He's going to say, we need a saxophone up here.
yeah. We have memorial services every quarter, and she's always there, and she's playing her saxophone at the end of the service.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
And your partnership, Robert, with hospice is really such a giving partnership because you and all of your staff are on top of the world. Always make sure that everybody's taken care of, whether it's the people that live in the community for the particular events or the people from outside the community. You always invite in.
That's right. And, and when you talk about partnerships, On Top of the World has done a lot, I think, in a way of helping out in the community as well. And it's not just the company. The company has done things like the Ocala Open, where we raise money for interfaith and for hospice. And I think last year it was maybe $35,000 each, which is it's a lot of money to raise. But then the residents have also, they're volunteers in the community. There's a lot of volunteers. Marion and I were talking backstage about a homeowner that I had to visit. I had some difficulties dealing with, but once I found out that she was a volunteer with hospice, helping people at the end stage.
Oh, it warmed you to her.
Well, I think it reversed because I opened up and then she opened up, and then the next time she saw me, I was with my kids, and she ran over to give me a hug, and which was fun because I like people, and I don't like them not to like me, and it was.
How can anybody not like you?
But the residents put together their own golf tournaments to help raise money for hospice, and like I said, a lot of volunteers in the community. So it's really everything is part of the community trying to help people when they know that the time is coming.
Do you know what you just described happens to me now and then? It's usually some really gruff guy that likes to call me and give me a hard time on the phone. And I'll say, come on, stop. And then I hate when I see he's on the phone or I hear he's on the phone. And then he'll show up at the studio and he'll still be nasty. And I'll say, oh my gosh, just leave. And then his wife will show up and I'll say, oh, well, she's nice.
Yes.
I guess he can't be that bad.
He has an opinion.
He does, and I guess he doesn't like mine either. So thank God I have Robin, because then people like me too. She's not so bad.
When people come to hospice, sometimes they don't wait till they need to have one of your angels with them. They will do this in advance when they're funeral planning and things like that. And you're very, very gracious about giving them tours, taking them around, and really getting to the crux of everything.
Absolutely. Our staff well versed in all the things that need to be done as people approach that end of life, phase of life. And, we have the documents they need. We have the different planning sheets that help them get to that point, even before they need it, or they're helping their parents. So right now we're working in a campaign called The Conversation. And that is a time when people sit down, oftentimes at family dinner. So we're thinking about the Thanksgiving season, where you really ask people what they want at the end of life. And then we're also working with physicians to make sure they understand that, people may come in and talk to them about their wishes, and they know how to respond and things. So it's a professional model, and it is also a conversation that people can have at their homes when they all get together.
I'm so going to prank you on this one. What do you want? I want little Japanese women, please. Can I ask you the history
Certainly.
of the word hospice? How far back does it go? Where does it come from?
In Europe, really, years and years, 1600s, but it meant something a little bit different. And as it moved forward, in England, they really had hospice, and they was all about people at the end of life and the compassionate care that can be given. But mostly that was in facilities. In the United States, back in 1974 timeframe, in Rhode Island was the first one really.
So it's really kind of new, 74.
It is a
Wow.
relatively new industry, and we work to keep people where they want to be. And almost everybody wants to be at home with everybody they love, with everything they love, to
Yes.
go through that transition. So that's how United
my
States
gosh.
has made that
Well,
difference.
I guess I brightened up a little bit when you said that, even though it was a sad moment. My dad wanted to be home.
Yes, most people do.
And so the nurses at the hospital here in Ocala said, well, you're not going to be able to do this. There's too much work to do unless you're all willing to take classes. And we all did. She could have been a nurse, Robin. I mean, we all learned how to do all the stuff. There were tubes in them, and I don't even want to get into it. But the thing is this. We couldn't have done it without you.
Right.
So yes, we took these classes, and yes, we learned how to give needles and put tubes in and change things.
Right.
But without you guys, I don't know how we would have done it. And it was the gentle, gosh, I hate to say this, but more impactful than a preacher would be. If that makes sense, more impactful than a clergy person would be in trying to just gently let us know this is it. It's happening right now.
Right. And hospice is all about mind, body, spirit. So once we get the physical conditions under control, symptom management for pain or other symptoms they may be having, we also work with spiritual needs, whether those are, concerns that they have or family members have. And we also do the emotional so that people begin to understand process that they're going through.
I honestly felt that I was going to continue to have a friendship with the hospice people after both of my parents passed, and they were 4 years apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really thought so, but you disappeared just like angels always do.
Yeah. But we're always there. Angels are always around.
But they do have the grief counseling, and they do have the events that are there for those who are mourning. So it is more than just there.
Robert, did you ever tell us how did you become so close to hospice?
Well, I mean, through this company, I've had family that have passed on, and they've been through hospice. All that wasn't here in Marion County. But I'm a spiritual person. I believe in God, and I have a feeling I care about people. And when you look at...
You can tell just by talking to you.
Thank you.
I think your face shows that you care about people.
Thank you. And going through that part of life, it's philosophical in a way, it's spiritual, and it's also at the biggest part is very sad because you don't want to lose people that you care about. And I think about those kind of things, and I worry about when my parents will come to that time and family members, and so I don't want to be somebody who's waiting till that moment to try to be involved with helping.
Robin and I were interviewed for Ocala Magazine, and one of the questions was, what do you want your headstone to say? And I said, you better not be standing there crying. It'll kill me. Yeah. I swear, if I'm in that situation, and I hope it's not for a million years, I like living, know?
Yes, we all do.
But I mean, I really think I'm probably going to get you to laugh. Have you ever had a hospice patient who that was like the way I'm describing it, the way I want to be? Like they just... I don't know, Bob Hope, I guess, somebody like that.
Everybody reacts differently, and people, get to that point where they accept that it is a final stage in their life.
Yeah.
And so they do sometimes have a celebration, and they try to make it, I guess the word would be easy. and for people around them and for themselves.
Can I smoke, or will you tell me don't do that? It'll kill you.
No, I will not tell you that.
Oh,
But
really?
We'll make sure that you're safe if you're doing that.
You don't want to smoke around her workers, though.
Yeah.
Do you have oxygen or no? That's
We do supply oxygen.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we do. And that's the safety part that we have to
yeah. I
make
was just
sure.
thinking that's not.
Yes,
too good.
that's not a good
I haven't
thing.
smoked in a long time. but-
Yeah.
When you first started with hospice, did you personally have any fears?
When I was ushered into the hospice world, I was down in Winter Haven, Florida, and I was working with a health system there. And I took a position with the Home Health and Hospice Organization, and my orientation started in hospice, and that was back in 1994. I've never
Oh
left.
my. Oh my.
I never
So
left.
hospice was only 20 years old at
Yes,
that time. Wow.
absolutely.
Wow.
Have you seen a lot of changes then?
Yes. Because it is a new industry, as you've talked about, but it's growing. People more and more like to have hospice present. So as the industry is growing, and the government looks in a little bit more to make sure, so there's more regulation than there used to be. So, which is good, because we don't want anything negative happening in any kind of situation to the hospice industry.
Yeah.
Probably the length of stay that people are in hospice is shorter today. And I'm going to say, thankfully, there are many lines of treatment for different conditions. So, that they want to make sure that they go through as many as possible. And so I would say that's one of the other big changes.
What you're doing, Robert, to help out with this amazing organization is so cool. I mean, the amount of money that hopefully will be raised could be, what, $3.5 million is if you
That
reach
would be
your
the goal, yeah.
Yeah, wow. So everybody listening, get $100 out, kiss it goodbye, donate it to hospice, and do it through the raffle, because
Right.
you never know. You could be one. I mean, there's 35,000 people that all hope they're one, right?
That's right.
And let me tell you how to do that. All you have to do is go to homefreeprize.com, and it is so easy to get that ticket. Or you could come to our office building on 34th, it's 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, and we have tickets there that where also people could come and get one.
Do you know when we donate blood, they tell us we save 3 lives? So
Yes.
$100 will do what? Tell me what $100 will do.
It can bring great comfort to people who may have significant pain issues. It can make sure that the visitor, the staff are able to visit when the
Right.
social worker goes out to help family members cope. It can help, caregivers through some very difficult times that they're having.
$100 can go a long
Yes, it
way.
absolutely
So
can.
if 34,999, is that
Yes.
one less than 35,000? If that many people don't win a house,
Yes.
then that many people have helped out to do all those things you just
Absolutely.
said.
They've made a huge difference in
Wow.
other people's lives, and that's what we need to be doing.
And one person gets a house.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Yes.
And we all get to visit.
Well, we might have to ask if it's okay.
Hey, can I come in? I help pay for that house.
Yes.
We do have to be wary of other organizations that put the hospice title on them, though. But this hospice in Marion County, this is
There are others?
everything.
Yes, this is the only not-for-profit hospice in the Marion County area. There are other organizations that, can help with end-of-life situations, but cannot call themselves hospice, because, that is a separate industry other than the other kinds of caregiving situations that are out there.
We have to be aware
Yes.
of
right.
that.
Does anybody ever come trick-or-treating to the hospice houses?
I have no idea.
Trick-or-treat. I'll show up with my bag.
Yep.
Aren't you old
We
to be
can find
trick-or-treating?
something for you. Nurses always have a little bit of chocolate somewhere.
When
That should be on a T-shirt.
That's right.
Nurses always have a little bit of chocolate somewhere. And then, of course, the first thing you'll think is, I wonder where it is.
Yeah. Typically in some big bowl that's been donated by a grateful family.
And you do have the different holidays. You do have. I have seen Christmas trees
Yeah.
in the in the
Oh,
different houses and
absolutely.
things, and then I have seen rabbis in there and non-denominational
Yes.
people that.
I'm going to
go
get them
in
all.
there.
I don't want to
You're
take any
everywhere.
risks. I'm going to have every religion in there.
That's a good idea.
Just in case.
Can you bring in the Japanese women plus a rabbi, a priest, an imam,
Whoever.
everybody?
Yeah, but our chaplains have a wonderful way of making sure that people are comfortable and their spiritual needs are being met. They know who to call, or they know how to make sure that that conversation that our patients need have
The
it.
chaplain at the Ocala Police Department that we knew was Rabbi Berman, Sam Berman. Did you know Sam?
I
Yeah,
do.
I know.
do.
He passed away a couple of years
He
ago.
passed away, and a lot of people. Well, he's a rabbi, so you know he's Jewish. But it was
Yeah.
amazing how well he knew all of the religions.
Yes,
even
yes.
though he was a rabbi.
Yes,
Yeah.
in fact, they study that to make sure that they meet people's needs.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I love this. Again, Robert, you bring us some great guests. Thank you for doing that. I know he doesn't want me to hear me say it, but one day I'm going to be one of your neighbors. Do you actually live there? I can't remember.
No, I don't.
You should. Oh, because you're not
He's
55
not
yet.
old
I have young children.
You made
too.
up rules
That's
that you
right,
can't
exactly.
even.
Well,
I do.
you have to have your children have to be 18 or older to be able to live in there. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
And you do have a very eclectic community. I mean, you're on top of the world is really fabulous.
Thank you.
Great place to be.
Mary Ellen Poe, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We will go to homefreeprize.com and enter this contest and help out hospice and possibly win a house. The bigger reason is to help hospice. Robert Colen, you are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
see you next week.
Yes, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump's accused of being insensitive to a military widow, saying her husband knew what he signed up for.